Yeah, our student creed. I mean, I put that student creed together many many years ago. It's probably right over 10. Maybe 10. Like 15 years ago. And the student creed is basically the foundation of the martial art program. All martial art programs that I have come across, they all say that they would teach confidence. They would teach a child confidence. They would teach a child how to have high self esteem. But they never really have a program that actually does it. They say that that just him learning how to punch and learn how to kick will help him with his self esteem. And that is not entirely true. So our student creed basically tells a parent how we're going to teach a child, because we actually have a program that's actually going to do it. So the first line of our student creed is that we say we live small circle, but in this case, when you're talking to yourself about this thing, I'm going to say I live small circle. So the first line says, I live small circle jiu-jitsu. So that means that every day, this person or this child who is in the martial art program is living small circle jiu-jitsu. They're not just doing it as an activity that they do twice a week, for 45 minutes. They're actually living the lifestyle that creates the success that you want your child to have. So if you have your child doing multiple activities, then they're not really living small circle jiu-jitsu, because they're coming in and out of it, and that's the reason why it's so important not to put your children in too many activities, because they're going to have multiple lifestyles or ways to live, or they have different sort of philosophies. So if you could say, we live small circle, or I live the philosophy of small circle, the way that I live, the way the decisions I make, or the choices I make, what I believe to be right, what I believe to be wrong, what I believe to be good, what I believe to be true, what I believe to be true or false, or what I should do or shouldn't do. All those philosophy is how I live life. So that one sentence is pretty vast. I live small circle jiu-jitsu every day. When I go to school, when I interact with people, when I'm interacting with my mother, when I'm interacting with school teachers and everyone, I'm living this. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm living small circle jiu-jitsu, right? Not through fighting or aggression. So that means that I'm not living small circle jiu-jitsu so that I can destroy the world, and because as we know that there have been a lot of leaders. One of them was famous. It was Hitler. He was probably one of the most famous ones. That he was a good leader, but what he stood for wasn't great. It was actually destroying and killing a lot of people, right? So just because you're a leader does not mean that you stand for great things.
Exactly.
So that line of that not through fighting or aggression means that I'm not learning martial arts just for punching and kicking, or if I have a bad temper, let me use it for punching and kicking and start slamming people, and start being the toughest guy in school, and being more violent. No, but I'm learning, but I'm not learning it for fight and aggression, but I'm learning it for peace and happiness. I'm learning how to be a better person. I'm learning how to achieve greatness. Now, the key is, how do you achieve that if you don't have a program? So Ms. Harvey, what's some of the things that we have in our program? Like, what do we give, especially for people in our beginners program or in our intermediate program, or or our black belt club? Like, what's some of the things that we do give them?